Hello friends. This video is being uploaded very late. I usually upload Saturdays between like 10 a.m. and noon, and I'm just filming this now and it's Saturday and it's almost 7:45 at night. So, I apologize for that. I have a migraine. But what better time to film a video about my brain malformation than when it's affecting me the most? So, my energy level is going to be pretty low, but I just kind of wanted to do a really, super informal vlog about Chiari Malformation. Sorry, my neck is so stiff, which is part of the Chiari, but just a kind of dictionary definition. A Chiari brain malformation is basically a condition in which the brain tissue at the back of your on the back of your head. Sorry, I'm really having a hard time even functioning right now. The brain tissue at the bottom of your brain, so your cerebellum, it doesn't stop where it should. Mine extends into my spinal canal, and this was probably present when I was born, but we never knew that it existed until I got an MRI of my brain. When I was kind of exploring why I was so dizzy and lightheaded all the time, I wanted to kind of look into that and see what was going on. So we got an MRI of my brain, and it showed that my cerebellum was in my spinal cord. So that can cause a lot of issues. Mine isn't super severe, luckily. Mine's 2 to 3 millimeters into my spinal cord. I've seen some that are 14 millimeters into the spinal cord, and that's when it can cause a lot of problems. Mine is more of just a discomfort than a safety thing, because you can have pain in the neck, muscle weakness, problems with coordination, stiff muscles and overactive reflexes. I'm blessed with the overactive reflexes part. Blurred vision, dizziness, nausea, migraines, rapid involuntary eye movement, ringing in the ears, vertigo, sensitivity to touch, sensitivity to light. The list goes on and on and on. When it can become a really severe issue is if it's so far down your spinal cord that it is causing your cerebral brain fluid to be blocked. If that doesn't flow freely, it can cause a lot of issues, and a lot of people have to get surgery for it, because basically what they do is they cut a slit down the back of your neck and remove a chunk of your skull above where the malformation is, so it can kind of give more room for the extra brain tissue to kind of spread out, so they can release the pressure and you can regain cerebrospinal fluid flowing. The surgery is called a decompressive craniectomy. It's really not a fun time. and I know a few people who have gotten it done, and the recovery period is really quite long, obviously, because they took a chunk of your skull out. So that's not gonna be any sort of like quick turnaround. But it's more common than you would think. There's approximately, I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly, 200,000 cases in the US per year. So that's not even counting anything outside the US. So it's common in the sense of how often it happens, but it's similar to POTS. A lot more people have it than the medical community knows, just because it's something that's kind of hard to pinpoint and hard to test for. It's a little easier to test for Chiari Malformation because it's just a MRI of your brain. And then sometimes they'll do an MRI of your upper spine and neck to just kind of see a little bit further down. But I am one of the 1 in 200,000 per year. I was diagnosed at this point, I want to say 2 years ago, and I do suffer from a lot of neck stiffness, a lot of neck pain. If you see me doing like this kind of thing in my videos, it's because I'm trying to like move the built up fluid and swelling around a little bit. I crack my neck a ton, even though I know I really shouldn't, but it gets rid of the pain for the slightest period of time. And I get a lot of migraines and vision issues. So even though my malformation is very small, it doesn't stop it from causing me a lot of problems. But yeah, if you would like to know more information, drop some questions in the comments below, and I always go through and answer them to the best of my ability. I'm going to put the link to the National Institute of Neurological Diseases in the description, along with just some general links to information about the Chiari Malformation. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, and oh god, my head. I like to try to like come on and film these videos like looking super put together and upbeat and happy, but that's not the life of chronic illness. It's not good all the time. Honestly, it's not even good half the time. Brain fog is one of my worst symptoms. I know what I want to say, but I can't form the sentence to say it. And it is so frustrating because I know that I know the words and I know how to, like, say what I want to say, but I just can't compute it in my brain at that moment. I guess what this long-winded rant was just trying to say is, like, I usually come on here. My face is all red from my hand. I usually come on here trying to look super put together and have makeup on and have really good lighting and just seem really happy, but that wouldn't be the truth of my day-to-day life. So I really want this channel to be candid and vulnerable and raw and just like the truest it can be. I don't want to sugarcoat things or lie and say, oh yeah, everything's great, because, like, obviously it's not. I'm going on hour 5 of this migraine, and I don't foresee it going away anytime soon, so I'm probably going to go to bed super early. I hope this video shed a little light onto the Chiari Malformation and just kind of gave you some information. Of course, if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And as always, like, comment, subscribe if you would like to. If you want notifications for when I post my videos, since I'm not super duper good at having them up at the same time every day, you can hit the little bell. You'll get a notification once my video is live. And please join me next week when I'm gonna actually have my video up Saturday, probably at 10 or noon. I haven't decided yet, but for next week, since it's going to be after Thanksgiving, I am doing a video about gratefulness and how there's still so many things to be grateful for while suffering from chronic illness. If you could put in the comments below things you're grateful for so I can feature them in the video, that would be great. I'm also asking Instagram and Facebook, and then I'm just going to kind of do a little tutorial, not really tutorial, but just kind of vlog style of my gratitude journal and all the little things that I am grateful for. So I hope you join me next week for that, and I hope you have a fabulous holiday, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not. I just hope you have a good upcoming week, and I will see you next time.